All right, MBA 525 students, just wanted to touch base with the team here. We're a couple days into the class, and the quality of work that I'm getting from you is outstanding. Keep up the good work. Just a friendly reminder that tomorrow, Thursday, your initial discussion post is due, and then that gives you the rest of the weekend until Sunday night at midnight to respond to at least two of your classmates. I also wanted to touch base real quick about the quizzes. This could be your first online class, or this could be your first online class that has free-formed quizzes. So to give you an idea of how this works, you have 20 questions that are randomly selected for a large question bank. Some of these questions are free-form, so you would get a box, they would ask you a question, you would type in your answer. This requires me to go in and manually grade those typed in answers. So there's a little leeway. I have what the book tells me. I read your answer, and we'll determine your grade based upon that. That being said, I do my best to try to grade these at shortly after your submission. I do this for your benefit because you do have 3 attempts for each of these quizzes. So I want to make sure you know where you stand before you determine if you need or want to take the quiz again. So if you finish a quiz and it had a free form question box on it and your grade might not be what you think it is, just understand that it'll only automatically grade the questions it can, and then it waits for me to fill in the free form areas. So just so we're on the same page with that, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. The other thing I wanted to touch base with you, and this wasn't driven by any submissions, this is just a friendly tip I want to put out. And it's going to kind of sound like a sponsored ad. It is definitely not a sponsored ad. But for a while now, I've been using a program called Grammarly. It's a plugin for your browser. It's a plugin for Word. This is think of it as spell check plus. It looks at a lot of different grammatical errors, ways that you can improve your writing. The biggest reason I bring this up is, this is a graduate level course. This could be your first graduate level course. We really want to make sure that the quality of our written work, whether it's for class or it's for work, it's the absolute best it can be. And Grammarly does a really great job about that. It is free. I actually do happen to have a premium account, but that's something I got through the government side. I personally don't pay for it, but I would. It's that good. So I'll give you a little example of it here. This is the MIS 102 syllabus, almost identical to ours. And on the Microsoft Word side of the house, you have a plugin over here. So this is my Grammarly button. It does the same thing as spell check, but it does other things too. So like this blue line here, this is about clarity. So this is just giving me a heads up, hey, this is a passive tense, you might want to change it. Or hey, change this to get better engagement. It also looks at some of the words you use. If you're a type of writer like me who would use a same superlative over and over again in the paper, Grammarly will pick up on that and say, hey, you used this a couple times already, maybe change it up a little bit. Or, hey, you've written a number so general rule of thumb, if you're writing numbers and it's less than 10, you spell it out. If it's 10 or up, you would write 10. If it's 4, you would write FOUR, you'd spell it out, not put the numeral 4. So it's really nice to have some backup on this. I know everything I write, whether it's an email, whether it's professional paper, I usually run it through Grammarly. Use your common sense. Don't just go through and agree with all of their suggestions, but it's just an extra tool that you can have in your toolbox to not only help you in this class and the rest of your classes, but in your professional career as well. And I'll try to throw out some other tips like this as the class goes. My biggest point in the end of this class is I want you to understand the book material too, but I want to make sure that you leave this class better prepared for that management position down the road. So hey, keep on working. We're doing great work. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Thank you.